Hi guys. So today we want to achieve that the PCs on both sides of the switches can reach to the internet via our FortiGate firewall. So for that we have in a network core switch, two L2 switches and one firewall, which is a FortiGate in our case. And in core switch only I will create VLAN and DHCP server so that the PCs can get IP through DHCP server that I will configure in core switch only. And for that I will hover to my core switch, and there I will create three VLANs. So one will be VLAN 2, name would be office. VLAN 3 name would be home. You can give any name you want in your scenario. I will give office and home. And VLAN 5 will be my management VLAN, and that would be VLAN 5. And after that I will put IPs to these VLANs. So on VLAN 2 I will put 192.168.2.1 network IP. Subnet mask will be /24. And on VLAN 3 I will put 192.168.3.1/24 network IP. And the same way on VLAN 5 also I will put 192.168.5.1/24 network IP. Now just to check if the VLANs has been successfully created. Yeah, so VLAN has been created now, all the three VLANs. Now I will create the port as trunk, which are connected to my two L2 switches. So in my case the port are 0 by 0 and 0 by 1. So I will do it as a trunk port. I will make it as a trunk port, and also I will change the native VLAN from VLAN 1 to VLAN 5. And also I will allow VLAN only 2, 3 and 5 in my scenario. And this error is not an issue because we have just changed the native VLAN from VLAN 1 to VLAN 5. So this error will come because other two switches are still in VLAN 1. That native VLANs are still in VLAN 1. So once we change those native VLAN to VLAN 5, then the error will be removed. So the same way I will come to access switch 1. I will create three VLAN here also, VLAN 2, VLAN 3 and VLAN 5, which is my management again. And I will give IP to my management VLAN. So in this scenario I will give 192.168.5.2 network IP. And again the interface connected to the core switch I will make it as trunk. So again switch port mode trunk, and then again I will change the native VLAN to VLAN 5, and the VLAN that I want to allow through this port are 2, 3 and 5 only. You will see once I change the native VLAN to 5 in this, the error will be gone and it will say that the port consistency has been restored. Yeah, as you can see. Now the same thing I will do in access switch 2 also. So here also I will create three VLANs, VLAN 2, 3 and management VLAN, which is VLAN 5. And again the IP I will give on VLAN 5 will be my 192.168. I guess 5.3 I will give here. Again the port connected to the core switch I will make it as trunk. And again this native VLAN mismatch, the error that is coming the moment I change my native VLAN to 5 in this switch also, then the error will be gone. And it is good practice to always change the native VLAN to something other than VLAN 1 for security reason, obviously. So you can see port consistency has been restored, and the core switch also, it is saying port consistency has been restored. So all the switches are in native VLAN 5. The error has been removed, and now we will create a DHCP pool now. So I will create two pool here for VLAN 2 and VLAN 3. So on the core switch only, I will create DHCP pool like a DHCP server, and the PCs will get IP through this core switch only. So IP DHCP pool 2 for VLAN 2. Network would be 192.160.2.0. /24, and the default auto would be the IP on the core switch of VLAN 2. That's our gateway in our scenario. So it will be 192.168.2.1. Same way, we will create a pool for VLAN 3. Network would be 192.168.3.0 /24. Again, the default auto would be the VLAN 3 IP on our core switch that we gave. That is 3.1. Now I will enable IP routing. So on the core switch, I will enable route to my FortiGate firewall. So any traffic that comes to the core switch, it should go to the firewall. So the firewall IP would be 5.5. Okay. I will put a default route to the FortiGate firewall. So this 5.5 will be the IP on my FortiGate firewall that is connected to the core switch. That is port 2 of FortiGate firewall will be 5.5. So I have given the default route. Now I will come to access switch 1, and here also I will enable IP routing, and I will give a default route to my core switch. So what does this mean is, any traffic that is coming from PC or anywhere, when it comes to the access switch 1, it should go to the core switch, and core switch I give a default route to 5.5, which is the IP on my FortiGate firewall. So any traffic come from L2 switches to the core switch, and the core switch to, it will go to my FortiGate firewall, and FortiGate firewall it will go to internet. Same I will do access switch 2 also. Here also default route to my core switch. Yes. So now it has been done. Now I will try to ping to check the connectivity has been established between all my 3 switches. So as you can see, I can reach to my core switch. Now from core switch, I will try to ping my access switch 2 IP, which is 5.3. 5.2, which is my access switch 1, I guess, and we should get a reply. Okay, we are not getting a reply. Something wrong we have done, I believe. Okay. So here the error was that we have put a wrong IP, which is 19 only, not 192. So we will change 19 from 192, and then we should get a reply when we ping from our core switch. So if you ping 5.2 now, okay, now we are getting a reply. So that was the error that we rectified. Now the connectivity has been established between all the 3 switches. Now I will create VLANs connecting to the switches. I will create a VLAN for the devices connected to the switches. So in my scenario, in access switch 1, E0 by 1 is will be in VLAN 2. So that PC will be in VLAN 2 only, and my E02 will be in VLAN 3. And the same thing we will do in access switch 2. So interface E0 by 1 will be in VLAN 2 and E0 by 2 in VLAN 3 respectively. If we check also, we get an IP. And here also if we check, we should get a 3 dot network IP which is E0 by 2 connected to this PC. Okay, we get an APIPA. We will renew the IP and we should get a 3 dot network IP. And on the access switch 2, here we should get 2 dot network IP. And on the last one we should get 3 dot network IP. So this device is connected to my access switch to E0 by 2, so it should get 3 dot network IP. Yeah, it got it. Okay, so the IP has been released from core switch. Now we try to ping each other if all the devices connected to different switches can reach to each other and they are in different VLAN, so that the inter VLAN routing can be established. So you can see 3.2 can talk to 2.2, 2.1. The same way 2.2 network should communicate with 3.2 or 3.1 or 3.3, like that. Okay, we are getting a reply successfully. So the connectivity has been established, inter VLAN routing has been done. Now we want that all the traffic should go to our FortiGate firewall and from there to the internet. So for that we will go to our FortiGate firewall. So in the FortiGate firewall, the login would be default admin, password nothing. Then I will put an IP, password 123 and confirm 123. That will be my password. So by default on port 1, DHCP is enabled FortiGate firewall. So I should getting an IP on port 1. Yes, I got an IP through a DHCP. So it's a default. So I get an IP. Now, okay, I will change the host name of this firewall. I want to change it to FortiGate firewall, I believe. And to save the changes, I will put end. Yeah. Now I will configure the interface. So my LAN interface and my WAN interface. So in my case, WAN interface port 1. So I will change the IP. I want to make it 0.150. But the error is coming because the port is in dynamic. So I will first change it to the static mode. So I will change this port to static, set mode static, simple command I will use. Then I will put an IP. Now it gets the IP and I will allow access. So this port, I want this port to be pinged, to have HTTP enabled, HTTPS enabled, telnet and SSH all, so that I can take HTTP or GUI of this FortiGate 5 via port 1. So I will put 192.168.0.150 on the browser so that I could reach the GUI of FortiGate firewall. So if you can see, I will put 192.168.0.150. I should be able to get FortiGate GUI dashboard. Okay, now I got it successfully. I will put admin and password would be 123. The same I put on CLI. The same password I will put here also. Now I will go to my network, and there I will go to interfaces, and I see that the port 1 has 0.150 IP. Okay, so I will change or rename this port as WAN. So alias will be WAN, role will be WAN, IP manual, and I will not touch anything else. I will just simply click OK. I think the settings and configuration is okay for me. Now I will change the port 2, which is my LAN port. You remember I gave a default route to 5.5 on my core switch. Okay, so on this port 2 I will put 5.5 IP, which is 192.168.5.5/24 IP, and I will enable ping here, and I'll just put OK here. Now I will give a static route so that the devices can, or the devices which are on different VLAN can reach to the FortiGate firewall. So first I will do for VLAN 2 network. So I should be checking the gateway of my network, because first I want to give a default route to the internet. So my gateway 0.1. Okay, so first I give my default route to the internet, so 0.0.0.0/0, and my gateway would be 192.168.0.1. that any traffic come, just send it to the gateway 0.1, which is connected to my WAN port 1, and I will put OK. Now I will create a static route for my VLAN 2. So it will be 192.168.2.0/24. Gateway would be my core switch IP, and you remember that I gave 5.1 on interface VLAN 5. So that will be my gateway, and the same way I will create for VLAN 3, 3.0/24, and gateway again will be the core switch IP, which is 5.1. Again the interface will be LAN port 2. Now I will create a policy, so to allow traffic from LAN to WAN, that is I can reach, my LAN could reach to the internet. So I will go to the firewall policy, I will go to create new, and so in my scenario what I want to achieve first, okay, I will give a name to LAN to WAN first. The incoming traffic will be my LAN port 2, and the outgoing traffic to the internet will be my WAN port 1. So here source, I want only VLAN 2 to go to the internet, okay, not VLAN 3. So I will create only VLAN 2 network here, address here you can say. So only VLAN 2 can go to the internet, not VLAN 3. So for that I will create a policy for VLAN 2. Here I will give a name VLAN 2 network, and I should be changing the IP to the VLAN 2 network IP, which is 192.168.2.0/24, and I should change the color as well to something bright. Yeah, so VLAN 2 has been added. I will put only VLAN 2 here. Destination would be all. I want the VLAN to communicate with everything that go to that is available on the internet. Services all, and then I think everything seems fine to me. So remember, VLAN 2 can reach to the internet, but VLAN 3 cannot. So this firewall should be reaching to the internet because we just gave a default route. Yes, so we are getting a reply. Now one thing also is still the 2 network that we have enabled the policy also for LAN to WAN, that it can reach the network, that VLAN 2, still we will not be able to reach the internet. If you ping 8.8.8, we will not get a reply, and the reason is the core switch to the FortiGate firewall the interfaces are not in VLAN 5, they are in VLAN 1 only. So if you can see core switch E0 by 2 and connected to the port 2 of FortiGate firewall, they are still in VLAN 1. So what I will do, I will change the port interface E0 by 2 into VLAN 5 only. So if I try to ping also, if you check, if I try to ping also the core switch to this FortiGate firewall, I won't get a reply. So if I show you first, I will try to ping the IP of the FortiGate firewall, I won't get a reply. Now I will change the interface E0 by 2 to access VLAN 5. Now if I ping, I should get a reply. We should get a reply. Maybe it is taking some time to configuration to be registered. We should get a reply. Yes, success rate is 60%. So we got a reply. If we do again, yeah, 100%. Yeah. So now we can reach to the FortiGate firewall. So now I will ping this 8.8.8. We should get a reply. Yeah. So our device can reach to the internet. Remember, VLAN 2 can reach. The devices in VLAN 2 can reach, but the devices in VLAN 3 should not be reaching to the internet. So this is 3.2. It should not get a reply from internet. Yes, absolutely. We are not getting a reply from internet. That's when the configuration are right and we are achieving our task for today. And the same way on this also, this PC in VLAN 2, so it should get a reply from the internet. So if I ping 8.8.8, we should get a reply. Yes, we are getting it. Now again, 3 dot network device, this is for VLAN 3 only, so we will not be getting any reply. Yes, as we thought. Now what I will do, I will go to my FortiGate firewall and now I allow all traffic. That means VLAN 2 and VLAN 3 can reach to the internet without any problem. So what I will do in the policy that I will go, firewall policy only. There I will change the source to, earlier it was VLAN 2 address only, now I will change to all. So once we change it, we should get a reply from VLAN 3 as well now. So if I go to my PC which has a 3.0 network, it should get a reply. See, we are getting a reply now. This all got 3.2 network IP, so we ping, now we got a reply. So our task has been achieved today. The devices can reach to the internet, and for more you can reach out to the WhatsApp group. The link is in the description and as well as pinned in the comment section as well.